This is TotalWarhead, and today I want to showcase the changes that are coming to the map in the beta 1.7.1 of Total War 3 Kingdoms and compare with what's there in the 1.7.0 current release of the game. So right now, this is the 1.7.0, not the beta, and as you can see here, what everybody's accustomed to, there are the mountains to the southwest adjacent to Luoyang, and the Lumberyard here of Luoyang belongs in Luoyang, meaning that Luoyang can easily be attacked from the south from this minor settlement of it. Also, there is easy access towards Luoyang because there's nothing protecting it on its eastern front from Jingshuan. Hulao Pass is by the mountains, by the mountain of Mount Song here, connected to the Yellow River. And also, there is, I think that's basically it, right? Yeah. There is actually, no river impasses around this area of Luoyang, meaning that somebody from Hedong can easily bypass the river or these river impasses on the far west and then come to attack Luoyang, and someone from Henei or further out or Jinshuan could just get on the river and also attack Luoyang. There is one more change that I want to talk about, which is not in the patch notes. I want you to take a look at something over here. This riverbank is completely empty, crystal clear. But I mean, let's think about this. It being completely empty kind of made the Q pass kind of redundant because you could just hop in the river and then hop back around the Q pass or the major settlement of Badong and just go about your business. Alright, let's move on to the beta 1.7.1 and then see what changes have been done there. Alright, this is the beta 1.7.1 and here I can showcase the changes that have been added. So we can look here at this huge mountain range that is directly south of Luoyang. And this completely impedes passage from Nanyang towards Luoyang's capital here. You can still work around the west to get to the minor settlement trade port and the gate pass on the western front. But now Luoyang is extremely well protected because it has a mountain flank to its south, a gate pass flank which was there on its west, and Hulao Pass, as you can see here, has been moved from the Mount Song area towards Luoyang right next to it. Also, if we zoom in, there is now a river impasse right next to this Hulao Pass here, making it so that if anybody is making incursions from the river towards Luoyang, they either have to cross to the land above the north and then cross into Luoyang, which I think takes about, let me see, 3 turns, I believe, to do so. Yeah, get in the water, come back out, and then hit the settlement. I think something like that. And then if we look here, we have another river impasse on the western gate pass in this location. Now, there are gripes in the community about this because what this now does is if you control the trade port that was here in Luoyang, you could still trade with the rest of the factions, you know, because you had non-impeded access to the river and then the ocean. Adding this river impasses does block trade. Now, I understand the gripe. For Deng Zhou's campaign, it is already pretty strong economically speaking. So I would say that getting this kind of brings it down and how much power creep you can get. Well, no, creep is not really the correct word. How much economic benefit you can get early in the game playing him. Now as Ma Teng, that's definitely a different story because if you actually try to get the trade port, now you're kind of stuck in the situation of, oh crap, you know, how am I going to trade now? I think the best way to go about it, you know, right now from looking at this is you have to basically work your way up to, I think this is Henei, right? You have to work your way up to Henei to then be able to trade outside or get, I think this is Dong here, which is just, you know, it's crazy. But, you know, Ma Teng suffers because of this, and also Gongdu if you go for them. But the best way to trade would be to actually proceed southward. But can that? Is that really true? Well, not exactly. So because of that hidden change that I talked to you about, let's zoom in here. So if we look at what's between Badong's major settlement and the Q Pass, now there's 2 river impasses here. What this now does is it makes it really important to get Q Pass in order to proceed from the southern flank towards either the east or the west per se. And if you are in Badong and you are kind of in a situation where you can't proceed from the north towards the west, you're gonna have to go through Nanman land. So it has made the Nanman land incursions a bit more probable per se. It also impedes trade from Ba towards anybody outside of the riverbank towards the ocean, limiting potential economic benefits of factions on the western or southwestern front including Mateng. I think that's the faction that really suffers from this mainly. And also Luoyang also suffers because of this. So yeah, I think those are all the changes I want to highlight. Oh, well, I can actually showcase one more thing. So if we grab, for example, Shiji here, he doesn't have reach. Where the hell is Shiji? Oh, I think I passed him over. Yeah, here we go. Let's get Shiji. So he has no movement range right now. In the past, it would take about 1 or sometimes 2 turns to get to the Lumberyard settlement, I think, from Luoyang. Maybe just 1 turn. But now to get to Nanyang, it takes a total of about 3 turns to get to it. The Nanyang Lumberyard settlement that used to belong to Luoyang. Additionally, if you are at war with someone that has the Jingshuan major settlement, you can still, if you look very closely, you can still bypass the reinforcement area of the zone of control, my bad, of this major settlement, and then proceed onwards to the Lumberyard. So if you have for example, if these are 2 separate factions controlling these 2 settlements, like right now, you could get a military access agreement with whoever holds this major settlement, and then you can proceed to grab Nanyang if you wish to, and make your push towards the central plains. So yeah, definitely some changes here, making Luoyang's major settlement a bit more important, impeding trade from the north, and also impeding trade from the south, but making passes through the central plains or shortcuts through the central plains to the west or the east a bit harder to do, because now you have to pass through a gate pass to do so. I really want to thank you for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye bye.